And Jam. Hi, guys. And Aquatic. What's up? And Spectro. I hope everybody's having a great day. Um, yes, we are turning to flames. As you can see, I'm like glowing red because of my computer screen. Um, so today is a little bit of an oddity. We're doing Danganronpa in the middle of the week because my stream schedule is all kinds of messed up this week. Hey, Dammy. Um, we tried our absolute hardest to get through all of Chapter 4 on Sunday. I couldn't do it. There was just so many components, and my voice was so done. I couldn't do it. Marissa, hi! Alright, cool. I'm so glad that you guys are coming through for this. I'm so excited to see what happens. I think this is the first time in a Danganronpa trial. I have no idea who did it. I have no clue. My gut feeling is that it was Gundam. I also suspect Akane. And there's like a 5% chance that it was Soda. I absolutely don't believe it was Fuyuhiko, and it cannot have been Sonia or Chiaki since they were in the group that discovered the body. That's easy. Jam did it. I don't think Jam did it this time. This one is so good. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm really excited. Part of me even entertains the thought that it could have been a suicide because there are parallels between 1 and 2, and the fourth case in 1 was a suicide. So I don't know. You never did it. I know. Jam was innocent in the first game. Isn't that? It's just terrible, isn't it? Oh, right. Nagito, that guy. Who's like singing a different tune now because he has like that special book or whatever.
His pants.
Oh. Yes. Before we get going, let me just hold in a sneeze, apparently. And send off some auto shenanigans. Yeah, we'll just do this one. Oh, beautiful. Oh god, hey Kisuan. I'm glad that you're still quoting the Spectre Tenebria skin. I ain't heard her lines in quite some time. But how are you doing? I guess I'm just gonna... Can we do it with just them? Can we? Okay. I know, it's absolutely ridiculous. And to be fair, that's the best line that she says. Actually, she says something like, "You'll never get out, ever," or something weird like that. Anyway, let's cut over to Danganronpa, guys, and get this started, since we are getting going a bit late, and I feel so bad for you guys that are on the East Coast. There's no escape. Ever. Oh yeah, I should probably turn off the Octopath, huh? Even though that song is great. Yeah, I should... Honestly, I should make that a command. There's no escape ever. But it's too similar to You'll Never Get Out, so maybe not. Yeah, trapped forever.
Hello?
In the light of the stars. What's up, M-Man? Wait, we made a TMS clip? That's amazing. Like, there's a command that links the clip. Yeah, Flitika's getting an RTA skin, it's true. What if Hajime... Carbajack! 30 months of support! My goodiness! Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you doing today? What if Hajime went crazy and developed a split personality and the other personality is the killer? That sounds like Danganronpa. So, you know, what makes this game so fun is that anything could happen, you know? Getting late? Oh no! Alright, well, let's get this started then, guys.
Danganronpa.
Ew, gross, we're with Nagito.
I don't really understand what's going on, but...
Alright, let's do it. Let's figure out who killed Mekamaru.
Emergency! Emergency!
So place your bets, guys. This is it. I feel like it's gonna be Gundam. Also, where is Gundam? He's not even there. Hello?
It appears that it's time for the class trial. To tell you the truth, I'm tired. Extremely tired. I feel like spending the rest of my life hibernating already. Man, I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch.
What?
Though I really don't feel like it, I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial.
Oh, you're getting an echo today? Let me know if it's still there. And, if it doesn't go away, actually, let me see if maybe I can change some microphone settings real quick. If it doesn't go away, I definitely have a way that I can fix it. No, I don't want to change any of that. All right, like I said, guys, let me know if it echoes again, and if it does, I'll just plug in some earphones and we'll be Gucci.
Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
It will be Gucci Cat. Well, how was that? Was that last line by Monokuma still echoing? It was.
So, anyway...
Okay, we're gonna go like this. That's weird. Only some of you guys are hearing an echo. That sounds a little weird, but we can just do it this way for today. It's fine. Oh. Unless if Jam wasn't saying I mean yeah for the echo. Okay, okay. Well, we'll just do this for now, and it's fine. Yeah, for whatever reason, Monokuma's voice is super loud. Like, my speakers on my monitor can barely contain it. Let me just make sure I don't have some weird setting enabled that I don't usually. Because, like, you know, that happens randomly sometimes, and it's just a lot of fun when it does. Stream only. Alright. I think we're just gonna rock the earphones today, and that's gonna be that.
Hey, hey!
But how are we supposed to get to the trial ground?
Damn it!
You're right, we can't do anything unless we get out of this building. Akane, did something happen?
Hey!
Well, no. Do you guys hear something? Hear something?
Hey!
What do you hear this time? Suddenly, as if cutting off Chiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. And then it suddenly appeared before us. Just gonna point out, Gundam is still not in the room for some reason, even though I'm pretty sure he came with us. Also, guys, once the trial starts, I'm gonna see if we can get it to not echo, but if it does, we'll just do this again. Can't believe for you. Stop it, Spectro. Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way. Alright, I'm gonna go. Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I avenge you.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Jeez. At least be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap.
It appears you cannot escape.
I agree. I detect the scent of danger. Even my familiars are saying, do not go inside. Oh my god, it better not be the gravel in the swimsuit.
It's nearly showtime.
How interesting! If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Try stabbing your sword through my very heart. Now then, we shall get moving as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia's going, there's no way I'm not gonna go.
Bye now.
But it's so damn annoying. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. One by one, everyone went into Monokuma Rock. Until I was the only one left. And when I was about to take a step forward, we're the same. The same step ladders. Huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me with his eyes locked onto Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still.
Well,
You and I are just stepladders. For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate, I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying?
man,
That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time, and from that, a true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope.
damn it.
But it wasn't. There is no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Huh? Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope.
Isn't that right?
After all, that's what it means to live, right? You guys want me to turn the game sound up? Um... It's okay, I'll just do it this way. There's no way I'm going to accept that.
Well...
Alright, that should be better. Oh well, it's not like that's what I wanted you to say anyway.
Hey.
There's this one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. Huh? A novel? The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer. Is he talking about Toko? Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. Right? Maybe we killed Mekamaru. No, there's no way, because we were in the body discovery announcement. So, nope. How do you feel about novels like that? What the heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another, and I can't comment on a book I've never read before.
No good at all.
Such a normal answer. I should have expected that from a talentless reserve course student like you. Gah. But I know that you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire Hope. I love Hope.
Right?
In some ways we're similar, but maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. Everyone's waiting.
Man.
Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else. Reserve Corps students are so full of themselves. Nagito's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into Monokuma Rock. Calm down. That's right, I need to calm down. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I stepped into Monokuma Rock. The elevator shook violently as it descended at an ever-increasing speed.
Hey.
When we're in a normal elevator that shakes this bad, it reminds me of how efficient that elevator in the funhouse was.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true. The elevator continued to shake and descended deeper and deeper, and suddenly, it stopped like it always does. The door opened.
Well now.
I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground, but it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already. Oh, so sad. My chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad.
Hey, come on now.
Hey, don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase.
Now I'm really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the result, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times. What an extreme punishment.
Now
Then, let's get on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls. And so it begins. Okay, we're gonna try something. Just for ha-has. Alright. Let me know if it echoes again, alright guys? I hope this would never happen again, and now it's happening for the 4th time. The curtain to the 4th class trial was about to open. Nekomaru Nidai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I'd ever met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, Nekomaru's killer. Ha! Take that, Mikan. Is one of us. Oh my god, almost everybody is dead on that page. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. Yeah, he was turned into a robot, Quinn, because of, well, anime things. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends. Hey, what's up, Lucas? You made it just in time. I will never ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Oh, dang, we have a lot more, skills that we can use. Let's use that one that we unlocked with Gundam. Oh, that's bad. Wait, do I have any that aren't equipped? Oh, what's up, Shimita? Yeah, we moved into a new place. Monday and Tuesday. Oh, that sucks. That ability we got for maxing out our friendship with Gundam kind of sucks. Alright, so let's look over the accounts again before we get going. This is a refresher. Akane's account. Apparently Akane heard a rumbling noise at around 5:30 a.m. Fuyuhiko's account. Apparently Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru walking toward the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 a.m. Kazuichi's account. Apparently, the compass's needle spun 180 degrees while it was inside the contact elevator. So wait a minute, why would Nekomaru's alarm be set to 7:30? Especially... Oh, nice, Spectro. Why would it go off at 7:30? Especially when they're supposed to do the Monokuma Tai Chi thing at like 5:30, right? Or was it 6? Or maybe it was 7. I don't remember. Who called us from Strawberry? No, it was Fuyuhiko. The clock in Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with, not even to set the time. Okay. Yes, it was Akane. She stayed the whole time. And it seems to be a trend that usually somebody that's either guilty or was a part of the crime stays with the bodies. Like, in many of the cases that happens. So... we'll see. Yeah. She also just showed up immediately when we found the bodies, so I don't know. She could pull like an owie, where it's like he wasn't Nekomaru anymore, so I agreed to kill him or help him die or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm gonna turn on a light and run to the bathroom, then we'll start this. This seems like the most open case so far. Yeah, I definitely feel like we don't know a lot of the details. Like, a lot of the details are just gonna have to come up during the trial, and we're gonna have to just figure it out. But that kind of makes the trial super interesting, so I'm happy that they're doing it this way. Alright, let me know if the echo is really bad, okay?
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Like, that should have been fine, I think. Hey, Get German! Have fun with Cold Steel! Okay, good. Because I didn't see any feedback showing on my mic, so I think we're good.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is, and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Tolerable.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go!
Yeah, when there's supposed to be blood, German, it's like bright pink, which makes it not as bad. Like, if you're, like, squeamish or you don't like to think about, like gory scenes, it makes it seem significantly less gory because of the shade. It might be the smaller room space. Yeah. It's your guys' call. Do you guys, because I think echoes are kind of distracting. I can just plug in the earphones and we can just do it that way. It's probably only Monokuma.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect.
See, she is significantly lower volume than Monokuma.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Oh, thank you.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Oh my god.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
I love that she's like just straight up hating on him now.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Yeah, Ja. I think Armin might have pointed that out during the second class trial.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
Now, what's up, King?
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
The ultimate gymnast is Akane. Sonia is the ultimate princess.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Akane.
Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
So quick to place the blame.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
That's really weird logic coming from her.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Ooh, get him, Chiaki.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Huh?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
What the hell?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the hammer, right? Okay. Killer fragments? I thought there was a hammer.
I guess we should figure out the weapon.
Or the
first.
wire.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That killer, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
The hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That killer, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Does he want me
If
to
it was
agree?
unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Oh wait, the hammer was clean, wasn't it?
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Maybe it's the wire.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
Get German!
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Thank you, thank you, thank you!
The weapon is decided.
You're so nice new people and just a nice person in general.
Aw.
Keep doing what you're doing, Lord, but you know.
Thank you very much, German. I appreciate the support and the kind comments. Yeah. Maybe clean hammer into beat the crap out of him, because otherwise it would be dirty, right? That makes
I
sense.
guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's
All right, Morrison's a genius.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body. Just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Right.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Thank you.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
Yeah, Akane, can you please chill out? Don't forget.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it... The broken pillar?
I see!
Oh my god.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
No, but we tried to lift it, dummy.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy.
Yeah, okay, how did you...
But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
Oh, wait, that's actually kind of a good point.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Oh, you mean like what if there was something to control Nekomaru as a prize for clearing the escape room game? That's an interesting theory. Like a remote control, can you imagine?
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, that's nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. Okay, I've been thinking about this all week. I'm like, why did he mention that? But I still don't think this was a suicide. Because Monokuma said there was a blackened. No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
Understood.
Sonia, here I go!
Oh my god. Yeah, Lucas, in the case of Sakura, she was blackened. Okay, wait. The good night button? Okay.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Hey, Armin!
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar? Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight.
Shit, that made no sense to try to contradict.
Damn it!
I don't know.
There's no
I
need
got
to
trigger
lift that
happy.
pillar.
Maybe the chain?
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Pillar fragments. What is the explanation for this one? A lot of small pieces of stone were scattered underneath Nekomaru's body. However, there were no fragments on top of his body. This has to be it. It's the gravel! Of course it's the gravel! Okay, but where do we insert this is the question.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
Yep, sorry, Sonia. Where's the swimsuit?
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
Aw.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Akane, let him talk.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
Everyone else has seen it?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
I don't think so.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
What? She's just on board with it?
I see.
I love that expression.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Wait, what if the ultimate weapon is like Monomi or something?
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Why did she say it like that?
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
What is up with her? I feel like she's never had this much screen time, so maybe she's just been like this the whole time?
Hello?
The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Broken doorknob, strange feeling in tower, probably.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Yeah, Morrison, she can't be the killer. The only way she could be the killer would be if somebody else saw the body and didn't say anything. Like, Akane, for example. If Akane had seen the body, but didn't kill him, but she just isn't saying, then it could still potentially be Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now. Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
That's also a possibility, Morrison.
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
I don't think he already could have been dead. Because his body wasn't beaten up.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed to the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? You seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh my.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
She's acting weird.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there's no bread, let them eat cake.
Broken doorknob? Tipped over a pillar?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all easy as pie.
Yeah, fuck.
Damn it!
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
So wait, what do they want me to say here?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all easy as pie.
Shit. I'm pretty sure broken doorknob is...
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Wait, what? Wait, why didn't it break it? Alright, see you later, Quinn. But the broken doorknob wasn't there anymore, right?
Crap!
Or maybe it's the chain, because the chain wasn't there? Is the chain even an option?
Forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
What? Oh, no, it's just not right.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten.
What have we not done?
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the
Oh, yeah,
futuristic
maybe this.
Robo-Bear, the pillar, the body, everything at the
Allow me to
Okay,
cut through those
okay.
words.
Right, because how would you move the oil? Why didn't we think of that?
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor. When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
The mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Hey, Nagito.
Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows
Are
it.
they gonna pull a Nekomaru Sakura parallel and that Nekomaru was the traitor? I feel like that's what's coming. I just have...
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about the life-threatening game?
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
Monokuma Taichi.
Hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete, and there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to
Oh my
show
god, I
you.
can't wait to find out.
At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird?
Yeah, you're up a level.
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
What doesn't make sense in this picture? Well, we're above the trees.
Here!
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
I said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. Okay, that's not really what I was going for.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
I literally just clicked on the top of a different tree.
If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher
Okay,
up.
that's what we were going for with the first click.
Another happy customer.
Scarlet Kitty, thank you for the follow.
Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me.
Oh, yay, Scarlet. Well, welcome. It's great to have you.
If you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Another clue? Is he talking about that one time?
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Oh, the roofing was like a bright light. I'm so confused. What's up, Hydra God?
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the Funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor, using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. No! Oh. Okay. Oh. Do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? They exist. I think. Wait, what? Oh. I didn't have enough speed. This is just the worst.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh no. Nope. Is that a ramp? Oh. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building? The two or two different buildings? They're the same. They're the same. Oh, damn it! Now I can't read fast enough.
Yes?
Oh! No! Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Why can't I jump again? How are this?
Please save me.
I hate the snowboarding so much.
This is my... We will never give up.
I think you guys would probably like it a lot less if you had to do it. That's my opinion. Oh. Are you kidding? Oh shit, I forgot about this part. Ah! Oh no. Okay, they're the same building. Obvi. Wait, what happens at this part? Is this where we do all the jumps? Okay. Come on! Thank you. Okay. Vertically. Oh! Oh my god, we died right before the end! God damn it. That happened last time too. We died right like an inch outside of the finish line.
It's all coming together.
Oh, whatever with your stupid snowboarding.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different three-story buildings. They're actually one six-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located? Oh, below? No.
Crap!
Shit.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry
Okay, that
House
makes sense.
is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
Oh, snap.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
Ah.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
So wait a minute. We still don't know what the ultimate weapon was. We've just been talking about, like, the building's composition for the past ever.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building.
Ah, yes, the 2-minute time machine. Or was it 1 minute?
Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Yeah.
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Ooh. Okay. Strange feeling in tower or broken doorknob?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Me too.
Hurry up, dumbass! One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
What?
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Wait, are they serious?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Wait, what? A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? Wait a minute. Let's look at Monokuma file number 4 real quick. Yeah, how would they even have constructed a dummy? What the hell? Why, and why is everybody going along with this? But is that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
Yeah,
So
shoot
which
it
one
at
was
Soda,
the
but that would be
fake
agreeing.
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
So the two things are dummy and mechanical body. Scan mechanical body into dummy, but how is that a contradiction? Yeah, let's look at the bullets again. I didn't see anything that looked useful in Monokuma File 4. Wait, the wire. Nekomaru's body and left leg were tied with a metal wire, and the tip of that wire was also tied in a loop.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Oh, I miss.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair, you told me. So which one? Shut up, just pick one of them.
Yeah, it could be strange feeling.
I'm gonna
Let's just try what you said first.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Nope.
Damn it!
Yeah, that's how I feel, Hajime.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Maybe
And hurry up, dumbass!
strange feeling into
One of the
mechanical
bodies
body?
in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Damn it.
Damn it!
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers
I missed it again.
was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
Good night, Button.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair, you totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up, just pick one of them.
Strange feeling into dummy. Okay, we can try that.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
I wanted to do it last time, but I shuffled through the point at the wrong time.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Wow, that was it. You go, Lucas.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
True.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said... Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Oh, see, I've been thinking about that too.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
Sonia's the fucking best. I can't believe she flew under the radar this long. I can't believe.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. Shit! It's the Hangman's Gambit. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elevator. No! Damn it! I'm... Damn it.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
Oh! Wow! Why didn't I think?
Designed so
Wow.
that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Hey, Reavers.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
To create an optical illusion, silly.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Yeah, this is sort of repeat.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about this stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. They were all on the floor.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And? Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about the elevator? Only the floor moves?
I see! So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
Oh my god, the fact that the chain was on the doorknob. He was definitely stuck to the door, and then they turned the elevator on, with him in sleep mode. Even for a robot, that is super brutal.
And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a great design.
So the chain was on the door that led nowhere? Yeah, but they used the chain probably to tie him to the door so that when the elevator went up, he got crushed or something. Or like it pulled him apart, you know what I mean?
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Q Nagito?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Yeah, and that's how the doorknob came off.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me! Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
You don't swoon.
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen! Stop with the tasteless jokes!
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Oh, yeah, that's gotta be it, Harbajack.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand.
Right.
And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth.
So I think the swimsuit was probably the murder weapon, Spectro. cliche, I know.
The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
This is starting to look more and more like a suicide, isn't it? Something like, they're all gonna die from starvation, and if I just kill myself, then they'll be able to all live and eat. But how does a robot kill himself? Well, by strapping himself to a door and using an elevator and going... Maybe assisted suicide too? He had Akane turn off the button?
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
But if that's the case, then the person that knows about the suicide shouldn't be keeping quiet under any circumstance.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I don't think so. I just feel like they wouldn't do that twice. I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Yeah, wait, that's a good point.
But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
If the two houses are connected vertically, the positions of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? The compass, easily. Kazuichi's account. Got it.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Wouldn't they see the doors move? Yeah, I don't know. No, if the door closes behind them. I think he means the elevator door, right?
If the two houses are connected...
Let's just review Kazuichi's account again real quick.
vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it.
From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Da 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 da.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That confirms it.
Not at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know?
Yeah, can you please tell us?
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now.
He's so rude.
As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means? Okay.
I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
You think between them?
Here!
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges.
Right.
It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
Lame.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
Yeah, I still hate Nagito, for sure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
Yeah, also, I feel like everybody at the circle except for Nagito sounds legitimately clueless. Like, it just doesn't, you know, like nobody's being extra quiet, nobody's like shooting down points left and right. It's just like everybody's like, what the fuck happened?
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? Who was the killer who did that? Let's take a brief intermission break. Everybody use the bathroom. I think I'm gonna pour a drink for the last part of the trial. And we'll let the Monami song play while we do that. So I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, guys. Hey, Zephyr's here. What's up, Zephyr? Although if he committed suicide, why break the elevator, and what's with the 7:30 alarm clock, and Oh, are we drinking again? Yeah, playing Danganronpa got me in the mood, so I poured a drink. I'm so bad, I know. What time was Monokuma Taichi? I actually don't remember. It was 7? Okay. Yeah, let's go with Zephyr. Okay. Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. Oh, I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious stoufatly. That's not much more straightforward. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stoufatly, huh? Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stoufatly. What? There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now.
Okay.
Monami is a serious stoufatly.
Yes, sure. Those are always hella random.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
I feel like I should play this at the start of every stream, because this is pretty much what I say, right?
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep
Just
up.
like me!
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw!
Yeah, he's a lot more obnoxious in DR2. Who was I talking to about this? I used to get kind of scared when Monokuma would show up. Like, in Danganronpa 1, I was definitely frightened by Monokuma, and in this game I'm like, oh. I guess it's time for comic relief.
But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Or else your dog might turn off your system, and then you lose everything. I agree with Chiaki.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Yes, I agree, Fail.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is... the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Yeah!
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Yeah, okay.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
So wait... this is definitely pointing towards the suicide thing. That's part of the reason why Nagito's so pissed.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death. He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Crushed by the elevator, maybe?
Crap!
Shit.
I see!
Okay, yeah.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
Door!
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Good night button. Broken doorknob.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
Yeah, agreed, fail.
you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Alright, good night button into that one.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
Easy.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
You can't go through the door?
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking they moved the and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object.
No, that's wrong!
Alright, easy.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut
Yeah,
down,
Reavers, we had to
and he's asleep.
snowboard. It was painful.
If he's in sleep,
And I died because of
elevator
time up
sensor wouldn't have
like a
noticed,
centimeter outside of the finish line, so we had to redo it. It's everything you expect
So
from
that's
LPT snowboarding hour.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted
Oh my
me.
god, everybody's shitting on him, I love it.
Silence, pest.
Now you're calling me a pest?
A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? chain. Or a broken doorknob. Or wire, honestly.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
God damn it, Akane, no.
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Okay, so we're gonna agree with Fuyuhiko. Yeah, we're gonna agree.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Eh?
Crap!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Chain with what? Chain with the doorknob.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar
Chain with the
again?
doorknob.
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
No, what?
Crap!
Or wire with the doorknob?
If you arrange it a certain way,
It could be either or, you know what I
cause the
mean?
drop within the elevator.
No, that's wrong. So you're telling us all
Say.
to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that.
Okay, perfect. We're just throwing everything at doorknob. We're like, and we know that's
Doesn't
right.
The doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Okay, here's my theory. Whoever interrupts us during this, because I feel like there's going to be a rebuttal, that's the murderer.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right.
It is funny.
He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob. to the
Adachi
fourth
is a
floor.
character in Persona 4.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves.
I
By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Yeah, but he didn't have the bulge when he was a robot anymore. They nerfed it.
Too easy.
Okay, okay.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make a
That's what I'm talking about.
with just
If my
that.
theory is right. Fail. Why do you have to bring that back up? I'm so embarrassed. Hold on, I gotta charge my phone. Alright, if my theory is right, then Kazuichi's the murderer.
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Broken doorknob? Radio clock?
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from the... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do
Don't have
that.
any more cuts? Ah!
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from the... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you... But in that case, you still won't be able to... Moving the elevator with Nek is just impossible. End of story.
Hold on, thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Alright, if I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks too.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
No. Shit.
Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping...
Alarm clock into sleep mode.
Now's the... But in that case, you still won't be able to... Moving the elevator with is just impossible. End of story.
Yeah, clock into sleep mode.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Yeah! Yeah!
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
He'd squirm.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
I don't think so, Say.
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
I think Hajime is probably my least favorite Johnny Young Bosch voice I've ever heard.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
Yeah, I would rather do Nagito's no too, but I won't. Because fuck Nagito.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you,
I just noticed the sleeping
you would start
bubble.
panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because...
Want to see what I can do? Ha!
If that's what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to
I
find.
see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Wait a minute, is he about to have a... I'm the killer breakdown.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down.
Hold on. His alarm said 7:30, and the death was supposed to be at 5:30. Yeah, Sonia would be a great fighting game player, Morrison.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Oh my god, you think the clocks are wrong? It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. He crashed into the pillar. Cola came out of his eyes.
I see.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Yeah, Jam, that's right. Morrison's correct. Only Nekomaru had the 100% correct time in his chest. So it's possible the Funhouse clocks have the incorrect time. And there was no Monokuma morning announcement, so there's no confirmation. Okay.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
We just talked about this game. You are late.
Nah, that's impossible. Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Taichi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery I don't understand? Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little bit more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Yeah, we just did this! Give me the radio clock. Or wall clock.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Hey, Fuga. Me too.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Oh.
That's gotta be
Radio clock into that. Alright, Akane. Calm down. Fuga, who is your favorite character in this one? I live for Fuyuhiko.
We headed for Grape Tower.
I know, Akane's eyes are looking pretty bare.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered.
You know, I was actually gonna say,
one of those must
Akane's
be an
actually been
illusion.
pretty helpful this trial, I feel like.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
You made it!
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
Gundam, please don't be guilty. I want more of this. I need this in my life.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. You love to hate Hiyoko. I know. I liked Hiyoko too. I was actually sad when she died. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we're overlooking something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. No, 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 please don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
Oh, I'm so happy.
No, please. I can't jump.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I can't jump. Oh. Oh. Well, I'm going fast. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building. Okay, got it. Boom.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Stop it. You're not. We're not happy.
Oh, I'm so happy.
You guys.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Come on, give me the O. Come on.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
I can't do this.
Oh. No! I don't like this at all! Fuck!
Come on.
That's the one I need.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Not that one. Oh.
Oh, I'm so happy.
No.
Oh, I'm so
That's
happy.
so hard! How do I do this?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Are you kidding me? Why do I have to go all the way back here? Why?
Hope will never die.
I don't want to die. I'm dead. I can't win from here.
No, that's wrong.
Yikes! Again.
This is my... We will never give up!
You'll never get out.
this is where we died. So I think I just have to be at the edge. Like that. And not jump too early. Okay, we made it. Which clock was tampered with? Building's clock.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh! Oh! Okay. Can we not? Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. Okay.
It's all coming together.
We didn't really figure anything out.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks had been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Oh no.
Now's not the time to be foolish. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed up with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Thank God it's not a logic time. I'm gonna reach out to the truth.
If the time in the...
Fuyuhiko's account? Right. Fuyuhiko's account says that he saw Nekomaru at 5, right?
The building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
Akane's account, yeah, I think so.
If the time in
Because
the
she
building
heard
was all
the
messed
noise,
up,
right? The crash.
then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
Nice.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
She didn't even say anything.
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
What?
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
Wait a minute. Everybody should have heard it, though.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much time was off is literally right in front of me.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma.
Hajime's hair is really strange. I don't know if Gundam heard the sound. I feel like he hasn't talked about it.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru. If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone.
Because Nekomaru is the only one that truly knew what time it was.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Remember the moving hair in Lost Dimension? That was so weird. Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see!
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
So now here's... I guess it doesn't matter what tower the Tai Chi took place in.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time. That wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right?
Yeah, Fuyuhiko.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, geez.
Oh god, I'm worried.
Well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Did you really, Ant Snake? You knew. Well, now I'm suspecting Fuyuhiko because he was fucking with the clock. Wasn't he? Oh, I really hope it wasn't Fuyuhiko.
Hey, how did that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do it.
If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge.
I know, isn't it?
We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Nagito?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's Nagito! Because Gundam was there in the lobby with them.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't. You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
So they didn't wait, why?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Oh! The soundproof rooms!
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these three have in common. Yeah, they had the better rooms. Fuck. So wait, what was the game's term for it? It's 6 letters and then 5 letters. Deluxe rooms? Oh shit. Come on!
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
So wait, doesn't that mean it still has to be Nagito, because Chiaki... Oh my god, that shot he just fired. Chiaki and Sonia were with us for the body discovery announcement. It has to be Nagito.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Wait, didn't Nekomaru have another one of the nice rooms? Because there's two of them, right? I thought Kazuichi and Fuyuhiko had the shitty ones. So Nekomaru took a medium one then? That means Gundam. I really still hope it's Nagito. Please just be Nagito.
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer is among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru.
Cha-ching!
Do I really have to point to him? Hey, Chibi.
You're the only one!
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
No! No, 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 please!
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Yeah. He had a deluxe room, so he's shooting himself in the foot right now. Yeah. Meguminx, hi, welcome. I'm so sad. I don't want Gundam to die. He couldn't hear it, so that's why this makes no sense.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Good thing we finished his free time events. Oh, I'm pretty sure Chibi liked Mikan and Ibuki, and they died in the same chapter.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, The killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest,
I'm way more sad about this. I don't want Gundam to die.
the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with a wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Does this chick or main guy ever die?
Another happy customer.
Probably not, but don't ask that because this is a spoiler-free stream. Yeah, main character didn't die in the first one. Also, thank you for the follow, Mega Minx.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Oh yes, cheers.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Right.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Yeah.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Fuyuhiko ruined it for the killer, yeah. It ended up being good for us.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument? You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Gundam, I'm so not happy. I was so excited we were gonna get to kill Nagito. I wanted that more than anything. And now...
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right, that's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Yes.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway.
See what Nagito's saying? We haven't made LPT play the rhythm game yet.
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, It's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Okay, wait a minute.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
Oh my god, the thing that it makes me say at the end of this rhythm game that's about to happen is gonna be 4 Dark Devas.
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
Wait. Kevin. What?
I was looking. She framed the hinges of the gate, but then you...
Really? What you said you were gonna do?
Yeah, and I looked at it. I was like, damn, you beat me to it. And she looks around and she's like, no. Like, I was just talking about this the other day. I was gonna come here at night and spray this thing down to see, It's like, that's exactly what was going in my mind. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work, but I thought I'd give it a try.
Right.
I was like, well... So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for saving us.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing.
Oh my gosh, you heard me!
Yeah, she used a litter, but she still gets it everywhere.
Yeah.
Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
I think so. He killed the robot. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. Alright, man, take care. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Oh god, I thought it was rhythm game time.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was... broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Oh!
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
An accomplice?
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator
I think I do remember the hamsters' names.
broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Oh, I'll copy Secret Passage and put it into when Gundam says only means of transportation.
That elevator was the only means of travel. As long as that your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the following
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we
The
stop
secret
this
passageway is if you complete the life-threatening game, right?
That elevator was the only means of travel between.
No, that's wrong! No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the hamsters are actually gonna come into play, unfortunately, Jam.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Nagito.
You're the only one!
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
We're finally getting our secret passage thing that we say exists in every case, Jam.
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
What's stopping people that haven't completed the game from finding the secret passage, though? That's what I don't get.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Oh, what? What? I forgot that happened.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Try proving evidence that the killer went to the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which
The wire?
dwells in the light. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words!
The hammer also could have worked, I guess.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon. And the chain on the door in the tower.
So the chain wasn't Nekomaru's chain at all.
Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
There's no refuting this. Gundam's done for.
It seems this is the end.
Well, wouldn't have got that far, right?
Yeah. It made us think for about 2 minutes that Nagito was guilty, and I was so thrilled.
Normally we'd end up
Well,
listening to
other than
Hajime
Fuyuhiko
lecture us
and
with a
Shiaki.
very long
He was my third
summary
favorite.
of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, but surprise!
Shit.
Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Why is it automatically progressing?
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Because they're told that the only way to escape this island that they're imprisoned on is by committing a murder and then not getting caught. So you have to commit the crime and then not let the other classmates figure out that it was you. But why is Nagito rushing this? I feel like Nagito's about to die.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
They're gonna make me play a fucking rhythm game.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
You know, they made me snowboard twice, Hydreigon.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Just as you requested, time for the rhythm game.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver!
How am I missing?
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
He called them hamsters, the disrespect.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Yep.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible.
Oh god, this execution is gonna be so fucked up.
to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his
Hamster
neck.
wheel.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Oh, they're still gonna make me do this? Who set the lounge clock's alarm? Look at that! What was the fake weapon left at the tower? The hammer. We don't have that yet. Ah. Who heard the rumbling noise? It must be... Oh, that's a doorknob. I thought that was a freaking, I thought it was a wrench. I'm a dummy. Okay. Back on the elevator door thing. What if there was like two doors though, Fail? I guess that would be a pretty weird elevator. Yeah.
One on the back, one on the front.
Okay, last stop. Oh, I love this! The hamster Preston!
everything that
All right,
happened in
here's the
this
recap,
case.
Kev.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final depth. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Great Tower for a specific...
See, I had a feeling it was Gundam this whole case, because he's one of the few people there that could have actually figured out the escape room puzzle.
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
Me too, Jim, me too.
But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, pretty much fail.
First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire.
The
tied
two
the tip of the
towers
wire into a loop and
had a
hung it on
common
the
room,
doorknob.
but it was actually like a really, really like deep tower, and the floor was movable like an elevator. So they suspended him on a doorknob, and then dropped the floor so he fell to his death. Really, Kyoko? Hey, I loved Gundam. He was my third favorite.
After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
I'm not sure. I think the carpet helps, but I'm still paranoid about it. I actually thought about going downstairs and knocking on the door and being like, hey, I just ran a couple miles. Is it really loud for you?
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending.
Yeah, I feel like there's never really a case where the killer helps them figure out the crime. And Kazuichi was being too helpful.
And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body.
Yeah, this is a good case.
Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob.
Any case that makes us have like a light bulb moment mid-trial gets my approval.
But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Really? The Mikan case was your least favorite?
Stop. Stop it already.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth.
Yeah, I will say this. In both the last case and this case, the motives were not good. Oh, you guys suddenly got sick. And you're gonna starve to death. Like, force their hand a little bit more, why don't you?
Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru?
Hiyoko's death wasn't even explained in, like, the recap. They just were like, yeah, Hiyoko died during this case. The biggest loss here is that the relationship between Sonya and Gundam is ending here, which makes me kind of sad.
I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
How much you want to bet the 25 points was the snowboarding thing? Oh, also the 23 points. They switch it out last minute? How do you know, though? Yeah. Honestly, Fuyuhiko getting this much character development is like my favorite part of the game. Because he was pretty much non-existent for 2 chapters.
This result isn't all that exciting.
Yeah, I'm not really convinced.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
I thought he was having a Nekomaru moment. Oh my god, fail, stop. If that happened in back-to-back games, I would have been very upset. Ugh, it'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay, I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. See, he's still rushing. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet till we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk? To one who has lost. The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will
If he was
of
just trying to
causality.
cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain. Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected it as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent, and instantly understood the situation. We had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
So what you're saying, Gundam, is that you're actually Sayaka.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I will not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your
So
breath
anime.
on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomoro Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell
However,
you
I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? Yeah, that's pretty much what they were doing.
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. This is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by the feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen,
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of killing, for the living, is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. You saying all that just to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall.
Even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make
Unlike
history.
Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Agreed. It should have been Akane. I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
Please wait. This is too much.
I beg of you!
Please, Monokuma. Please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
I beg of
Please,
you!
I beg you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction?
Oh...
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Even though he killed Nekomaru, it was still noble. Because it sounded like he was ready to get killed by Nekomaru too, just so the others could escape. He just didn't admit it. Aww. Gundam! No! No!
Yeah, he didn't go to hell.
Yeah, he didn't go to hell like he wanted. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Cause yeah, he got carried upwards. He didn't descend into darkness. Damn it, damn it! I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
Such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. The last game ended with 6, did it not? It ended with 5. I suspect Nagito will just die. That's my we haven't done anything assumption. Nagito's gonna pass away because he keeps talking like he doesn't have much time left. I think Nagito's gonna just die. I also don't really see any of these left committing murder. Unless if, like, somebody has a drastic personality change. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry up and eat some food. Hold on a sec, that moonship was too damn fast.
Not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. Damn it. Fail. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yup, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way that file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with the other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life.
It's
For the
obvious.
sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Oh, right. Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why is it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the
So
matter?
what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Oh.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
Seems like a lot of them have parallels to the first game. Akane is Aoi, Chiaki is Kyoko, Nagito is Toko. Ooh, I don't know if Nagito is Toko. Soda Jam, Byakuya Fuyuhiko, Hajime Makoto. Yeah, I think Chiaki is definitely Kyoko. So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. Isn't that weird?
Say what?
It's weird.
You don't
Well,
even know?
there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person. The total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course!
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But...
This file even contains information about the traitor. Is that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Oh my god, fail. It's been a while since we've done this.
Now do you understand?
Are you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
The point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up!
Oh, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No,
that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? Yep. That's the case. I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Ha! Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of another person, they must be extremely unlucky. But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Wow.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called Ultimate Hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Are they gonna last second introduce a character like DR1 did? Here's the thing though, I could actually see Sonya being the traitor. Because Tanaka said, look out for the dark lady or the dark queen, and that he was referring to Sonya.
Danganronpa.
Hellhound earring. All right. Well, we did it. We got through the class trial. It took almost 4 hours. Yeah, good trial. Definitely, it was a lot of fun, and it was mostly a pretty good case. I really feel for Gundam, and I'm disappointed that Gundam was responsible, but they had to kill someone, and we were running out of people to point the finger at. You know what I mean? Yeah, the snowboarding was ass, but that's usual. So, we're going to be doing Danganronpa again on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is going to be the build-up to the trial. Sunday is going to be the trial for Chapter 5. I'm really looking forward to it because you guys hyped this up, and I thought this trial was overall pretty strong, and I definitely enjoyed it. Tomorrow's stream, though, we're just going to do Epic 7 after everybody watches Drag Race, which I believe it's the finale, so that should be fun. All right, yeah, thanks for staying up, Fail. And everybody else, too, that was here, thank you so much for watching.
Bye-bye now.
I'm going to get going for the night. I'll see you guys tomorrow around 7:30 p.m. PST, probably. Anyways, good night, everybody. Take care.